New York City with a strict new policy to fight COVID that could set an example for other cities, in a move that he calls a preemptive strike. Mayor Bill de Blasio has announced that all private sector workers in this city should have at least one dose of a COVID vaccine by December 27th. And that's less than 3 weeks from now. 60% of all U.S. citizens are now fully vaccinated, but the cases, we're sorry to say, are still rising, mostly in those who do not have the shot. Nikki Battiste is here with more on New York City's new rules. Nikki, good to see you. Good morning.
Gayle, good morning. Mayor de Blasio says he made the first in the nation move to help curb a spike in cases brought on by Omicron in the winter months. He says he will explain how the new mandate will be enforced and any consequences for any private sector workers who refuse a vaccine on December 15th.
We need to take very bold action, aggressive action to address these new threats.
New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio announced the new mandate for private employers Monday, impacting about 184,000 businesses. There is no testing alternative, but those working remotely will not be required to get the shot. The order also mandates kids as young as 5 to have one dose of the vaccine before they can go inside restaurants and entertainment venues starting next week.
This is how we put health and safety first.
This comes as the Biden administration's new travel requirements take effect for those flying back to the U.S. They must test negative for COVID within 24 hours of their flight. While the Delta variant makes up the vast majority of the more than 100,000 new daily COVID cases in the U.S., the Omicron variant is spreading rapidly. As many as 20 states have confirmed at least one case in the last few days. In Louisiana, at least 17 COVID cases were discovered on a Norwegian cruise line ship that returned to port Sunday. A South African crew member is suspected of testing positive for the Omicron variant. Passengers, all of whom were fully vaccinated, say they had no clue.
We were tested on Saturday, but we didn't know anything about any kind of outbreak on board ship.
We heard when we got to port and had cell phone service and saw the news.
Early data shows those with the Omicron variant have mild symptoms, but so much is still unknown.
We'll see how the Omicron variant accelerates in the coming weeks.
Dr. Peter Hota says the focus needs to remain on vaccinations.
We still have too many people who are either unvaccinated or undervaccinated, and that's a killer.
A Norwegian cruise line spokesperson told us the health and safety of its guests and crew are its highest priority. Dr. Hota says he believes that COVID vaccines will likely offer some protection against the Omicron variant, but he says we'll know more in the days and weeks ahead as we get more data. Nate.
Nikki, thank you.